Hello everybody and welcome back to Frank's Comic Castle. My name is Daniel and welcome back to my summer pickups part 3. I got 2 huge stacks to show you the rest of the stuff that I picked up over the summer with the Blu-rays and DVDs, and I got quite a lot, so I figured just let's kick it off because I don't want it to make this video take too long. So let's start up with the first one. This is an Australian classic torture porn slasher movie, found footage in a way as well. This is Wolf Creek. This is an absolute classic. I think it's a great movie, and it takes a bit to get into it, or it takes a bit to start. But once it gets into the good stuff, it's a great movie. There's a Wolf Creek 2, and actually there's a third one in the making. They're producing it right now, or shooting it right now. Also, there was a television show, Wolf Creek, the television show. This is season 1. Sorry, I'm just gonna turn off the TV so it doesn't make too much noise. This is season 1, comes on 2 discs. I've seen about half. Oh, let's turn this so you can see. Let's see the inside of it. I've seen about half the season. It's good. It's the same actor that plays the villain in the 2 movies, and he's going to play in the 3rd movie coming out. It was started before COVID, so we'll see when or if it actually comes out. But the television show is pretty decent. It's not bad. I'm going to try to finish this season and see, because there was a second season as well. So that, obviously, you watch this, you can watch the second. I haven't seen Wolf Creek 2, but surely recommend these, Wolf Creek and Wolf Creek the television show. Moving on, we got some Asian stuff. This is The Pool. I'm gonna move through some of these pretty quickly. I'm gonna try to do like this. Here we have Triangle. You think it's one thing and then it turns into another. It's a movie that tries to be clever, but it's a decent movie, perfectly fine. Not the greatest movie of all time. Here we got One Cut of the Dead, a zombie flick, which is pretty smart because it's a zombie movie in a zombie movie. It's a studio. They're producing a zombie movie, and it happens to become real zombies in the movie. So really fun, really cool movie. And here we have a movie that I haven't watched yet. This is Violation, a psychological horror. Then we get into something that I've been wanting. Oh, let's turn out that one first. Here we get something. I love Halloween, and I sort of realized to myself that I didn't have all the Halloween movies. I didn't have a lot of them, in fact. I had the original Halloween. I have the two Rob Zombie movies, and then I have the new ones, Halloween and Halloween Kills, and I just ordered Halloween Ends. But I realized I didn't have the other ones, so I figured go ahead and get them. Halloween 2, that's a great one. Halloween 3, the only Halloween movie not to feature Michael Myers. It's just, they wanted to go in a new direction, and it's really, really weird. Then we have Halloween 4, The Curse of Michael Myers. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. And we have Halloween H2O, or H20, because this was the 20th anniversary of Halloween, so they decided to go ahead and do this. It's a fine, 90s movie. It's not the greatest. Halloween Resurrection is not a very good Halloween movie at all, honestly. Jamie Lee Curtis is in this movie for 10 minutes, maybe. But I'm a Halloween sucker. I love the Halloween movies, and I'm always gonna love the Halloween movies. Moving on to something completely different. kill switch romance. Originally, it's high tension or hot tension because it's a French movie. It's part of the new French Extremity. It is quite brutal. It is quite violent. It has a interesting twist in the end that honestly this movie doesn't make too much sense when you think about it, but New French Extremity is something very different. It's violence that is not supposed to entertain you. New French Extremity challenges you as a viewer, but entertaining movie nonetheless. Made by Alexandre Aja, and I do have a couple of other movies with him, and I have one incoming as well. So that's the DVDs. I've sort of skipped through it all pretty quickly. Let's move on to the Blu-rays, and here we have Mayhem. With it's Stephen Hume, right? From, you know him from Walking Dead. This was pretty entertaining. People locked in a office building, and they get sick and they go nuts and they start killing each other. And it's not much of a premise, but fun and entertaining, and you can't go wrong with this. The sadness. It's been very controversial. Very simple, obviously, nothing spectacular there. Been very controversial since this came out. A lot of people hate it. I really enjoy it because it's the violence and the gore is extreme, but it's so over the top that it becomes funny. It becomes hilarious. If you're sensitive to gore, if you're sensitive to blood, if you're sensitive to violence, you shouldn't watch this. So this is about, it's shot in Taiwan. And when you watch this, you see they have taken a dig at the government, probably the Chinese government. And it's also about, I think, how the Chinese government or the government in Taiwan handled COVID. Like, it's people getting a sickness and it spreads like that, and they become incredibly violent, and so they thirst for violence and they thirst for sex. So it has a lot of it all in this movie. If you're sensitive, don't watch it. I was not like disgusted or anything, but I know a lot of people probably will be disgusted by this. I felt it was funny. It was really funny because it became so over the top. But I would recommend it. It's a funny movie. What can I say? Talking about New French Extremity, we're talking Inside. So this has the American remake and the original French version. Now, the American remake is obviously much, much tamer, and it's, you know, a run-of-the-mill home invasion movie. The French version is very violent, and if you have a pregnant wife, a pregnant girlfriend, if you're sensitive about pregnancy, you should not watch this. It's not for the weak of heart. It's New French Extremity. So there's a scene at the end of the movie. It's quite brutal. But it's a good movie nonetheless. In my last haul video of books, I showed you Musashi. So this is one of the animated movies that were made about the legend of Musashi. Haven't watched it yet. Really look forward to getting into that. Oh, there was a Halloween movie that I forgot. Halloween 4. How about that? I got it on Blu-ray as well. More Halloween. That's always good. Revenge, a rape revenge movie done in a very Hollywood way, meaning that it's shiny and clean and looked good and good-looking actors and all that stuff. And a good movie, nothing like overly spectacular about it, but I enjoyed it. I've seen it a couple of times now. It's It's a fun movie. Let's get the last couple of movies up here because this is the good stuff where we get to it. First up from Indicator/Powerhouse, we have The China Syndrome. Jack Lemmon, Jane Fonda, Michael Douglas. It's about the incident, the nuclear incident at 3 Mile Island. This is a really, really, really important movie. This is a really, really good movie. And you have all the extras and goodies there. I truly recommend this movie. It's a really high class, high quality movie. Fortunately, no interior artwork because of just the disc artwork, but I highly recommend this movie. It's old, but highly recommend it. It definitely holds up. And another movie that I definitely recommend, where you had, in fact, an Oscar winner, Network. So this is from Arrow Studios. You can see the extras down here. Take away the promotion art for Into the Void by Gaspar Noé. Get the disc. You get the alternate artwork, which is nice. This is the original. That's the newly commissioned one. So this obviously has Faye Dunaway, who I talked about in the Eyes of Laura Mars movie. This one, the Network, was the movie she did before Eyes of Laura Mars, or I should say Eyes of Laura Mars was the movie she did after this. In this, she got an Oscar for her performance in this. So this is also a very relevant movie today, about TV ratings and how important ratings are and what television won't do for ratings. And it's about a beloved news anchor that pretty much goes crazy and tells the truth. And at first, the network is, ooh, that's horrible, we gotta fire him. But then they see the ratings rise. So they allow him to have his place and speak his mind, so to say. So very, very interesting movie. Very current as well. So I truly, truly recommend Network. Really, really good one. Then another movie from Indicator Powerhouse is another Australian movie with Stacy Keach and Jamie Lee Curtis, the Scream Queen herself. Road Games. Here you have all the extras. Sorry for the glare. Trying to get that away, but here you have so much extras. I think it has, it doesn't have the interior artwork. Just have the disc art. So Stacy Keach is a truck driver in Australia on the outback, and he starts to chase this serial killer. It's kind of a slow movie, but it's a very intriguing movie, and I definitely recommend it. Road Games. Next up is a very interesting movie. This is The Possession. Look at that beautiful artwork. Absolutely stunning original artwork. So this is from Arrow. I'm going to show you the promo, disc art, and here's the alternate artwork, which is kind of a cool artwork, but the original is like this beautiful painting. So this is what they call a proto-slasher, or proto-giallo, I should say. So this movie is before the giallo really kicked off. The giallo genre really kicked off. Let's put this back in. So it has the giallo flavors to it, with a nice brutal killing and all that stuff. But it also an art house movie. It has very mind-blowing stuff. It's black and white. It's from 1965, I think. Very interesting movie. Very different movie. But I thought it was a really cool movie. So The Possession, and that cover is so stunning. A lot of Italian giallo movies from the 70s have these astounding covers. They're magic in themselves. Another movie from Arrow, The Ghoul. So it's about this police officer who infiltrates a psychologist who they suspect is manipulating her patients into acting violence and murder. Came with this beautiful booklet. It's obviously a psychological movie. It's very interesting. Here's the disc art. Here you have the alternate artwork. So he goes undercover, try to infiltrate this psychologist, but is he getting infected himself? What is real? What is not? Very interesting British movie, and has obviously very British feel of like gray and green, and it's kind of dirty and all that stuff, but it's a very interesting movie. And finally, from Eureka, we have The Spy Who Came In From the Cold. Not a ton of extras. There's some. We can take away this slip cover here. Get the same cover. We have a nice booklet. We have the disc art. We have the original art, alternate cover there. So this is another black and white movie. It takes place during the Cold War. So this is a very, very slow-going spy movie, but it is very cold. It's very, very interesting. I definitely recommend it. It's a pretty damn good movie. The Spy Who Came In From the Cold. I was happy to get that one. Now my next, that's all the movies. I kind of rushed through them because I don't want to go through too long, and I had a lot of stuff to show you guys. My next video should be out in a couple of weeks because I'm waiting for movies to come in. And there's one that I don't know when it will arrive. Well, there's actually two of them that I don't really know when they will be arriving. But hope you enjoyed these. And until next time, have a good one. Stay safe. And please comment down below if you like this. Give me a thumb up and all that good stuff. And see you soon again, everybody. Bye.